Hey kids, Jeffrey Tower here, and welcome back to I'm Not Broken, where different isn't broken, it's just wired for a different kind of rhythm. And now for the broken news. The University of Washington is launching a new Institute for Neurodiversity and Employment, backed by a $15 million grant from the Canopy Foundation. This institute will focus on building systems that help neurodivergent people access, experience, and thrive in the workplace. This is a shift away from asking neurodivergent people to adapt endlessly and toward redesigning environments to meet us where we are. This isn't performative awareness, this is infrastructure. Next up, autistic advocates are calling out the current administration for focusing on cause studies instead of real world support. While millions are researched into possible origins, essential services and supports continue to lag or face cuts. Autistic people are saying clearly we don't need more speculation about why we exist. We need housing, healthcare, communication, access, and live support now. Treating people like research subjects instead of citizens is not progress, it's deflection. In Mumbai, HSNC University has launched India's first university-certified life and career skills program specifically for neurodivergent adults. The program offers modular education, internships, digital literacy, and pathways into real-world employment. This initiative gives formal recognition, dignity, and opportunity to neurodivergent adults, proving inclusion isn't just possible, it's already happening. And now for the word of the day. Threshold. Threshold, the line between balance and overwhelm. There's always a point when the body quietly says enough. If you learn to hear that whisper before it becomes a scream, you can change everything. I remember standing in a Walmart once, tired after work, hungry, and half running on caffeine. Every sound felt like it was happening inside my skull. The lights were too bright, the aisles too narrow, the music just a little too loud. It was like the world's volume knob got ripped off. Then I felt that click, that moment, that shift from coping to collapse. That's when I learned something my mother had taught me decades earlier, the power of a single word. She used to tell me, when you feel it building, say stop. Not once, not whispering, out loud. Stop, stop, stop. Every repetition cuts across the storm, like throwing a breaker switch in your own mind. You're literally interrupting a cascade of neural signals, sending a new pattern down the line before the old one detonates. That simple rhythm saved me more times than I can count. Sensory overload isn't about being fragile. It's about having a nervous system that hears everything and won't stop listening. That trick isn't to toughen up, it's to listen smarter, because every overload has a forecast. First, your jaw tightens. Then sounds get sharp. Lights feel alive. Air feels heavy. Your heart rate jumps. Your vision narrows, and the world becomes too much. That's your 3-second warning, the gap between survival mode and shutdown. You can't stop the storm once it hits, but you can read the barometer. When your brain gets too much input, the amygdala hits the panic button. Cortisol floods the system, heart rate rises, and every sensory channel amplifies. Your brain thinks, danger, Will Robinson, even when there isn't any. That's why the gentle fluorescent hum starts to feel like a jet engine. The stop, stop, stop method works because it hijacks that loop. It gives your brain a single repetitive signal, something predictable, rhythmatic, grounding it, recruits speech and motor control, shifting energy from the limbic system back toward the frontal cortex. In plain language, saying stop gives you time to breathe again. When you feel that overload coming on, stop out loud if you can. Interrupt the spiral. Control one input, usually sound or light. Put on headphones. Dim the screen. Turn away. Apply pressure. Cross your arms tight. Use a weighted vest or compression. Activate proprioception. Breathe with intent. Inhale 4 seconds, hold 4, exhale 6. Long exhale. Calms the vagus nerve. You're not fighting your body, you're leading it home. Today, notice your pre-overload signals. The small cues, the tightening jaw, the shallower breath, the hum getting louder. When you spot them, stop. Out loud if you can. It's not a surrender, it's a signal of sovereignty. The world may not turn down its volume for us, but we can learn to tune our own frequency. The goal isn't silence, it's rhythm. Every time you interrupt the storm, you teach your body that peace is possible. And that's where regulation begins. All right, next week on I'm Not Broken, we'll talk about the meltdown myth, why collapse isn't failure, and how recovery is part of resilience. I have ADN, ADHN, OCN, and PTSD, and everything but a PhD. And the N stands for neurotype. Check the last episode. But I'm not broken because different isn't broken. Y'all have a great night.